Hello students, today we will discuss about the one of the most important topic in organic chemistry, that is resonance. Okay. So already we started studying about the resonance in a chemical bonding chapter. Okay. So in a chemical bonding chapter, generally we discuss about some inorganic molecules. Okay. So if you apply this one for inorganic molecules, so actually here resonance is a phenomena of possibility of more than one Lewis structure. Okay, here we can write the two Lewis structures for the O3 molecule. Okay, there are two Lewis structures for O3 molecule. Here the formal charge is -1, here formal charge is +1. Here +1, again here -1 formal charge. So on this oxygen formal charge is 0. Okay, of course totally that O3 molecule is a neutral. Now here these are the possible structures. It is the first oxygen atom, second oxygen atom, third oxygen atom. First oxygen atom, second oxygen atom, third oxygen atom. Okay. So here in this case, the position of the pi electrons between 2 and 3 oxygen atoms. Here the position of the pi electrons between 1 and 2 oxygen atoms. They are the possible structures. Okay. But here in this case, these two have similar energy. That means same energy. But here the position of the electrons are different. We can see clearly the position of the pi electrons are different. And here see this one, the -1 charge. Here 6 non-bonding electrons are there. Now on this oxygen atom 4 non-bonding electrons are there. Now here on the third oxygen 4 non-bonding electrons. Now on this third oxygen atom 6 non-bonding electrons are there. That means here these are possible structures by the delocalization of the electrons. Okay, by the delocalization of pi electrons or delocalization of the this lone pair of electrons. That means simply we are saying that non-bonding electrons. Okay. So here in this case the possibility of the more than one Lewis structure for any molecule or ion is called as a resonance actually. And those structures are called as a resonating structures. Resonating structures or canonical structures. The structures are called as a resonative structures or canonical structures. Now here none of these two structures explain the property of the molecule. That means here this oxygen single bond length 1.48 angstroms. This oxygen double bond length 1.21 angstroms. 1.48 and 1.21 angstroms. But actually in O3 molecule, two oxygen bonds are equal and that oxygen bond is not equals to 1.48 and not equals to 1.21 angstroms. But here just we could write the two structures initially. But experimentally those two oxygen bonds are equal. But we can see here clearly the single bond and double bond. So single bond, double bond must have the different bond length. But experimentally this oxygen bonds, two bonds are equal. So here that property could not explained by these structures. Okay, that equal oxygen bond length, that property is not explained by these two structures. So these structures are not real structures. So these are not the real structures. Then what is the real structure? The real structure is the average of these two structures. That is known as a hybrid. That is known as hybrid. You see this one. Yeah, the single bond changes to double bond changes to single bond. Okay. Now here this one has a partial double bond nature. This one has a partial double bond nature. Okay. So it is a resonance hybrid actually. This is called as a resonance hybrid. That means average structure. Okay. And this is the real structure of the molecule. And in this case we can see those two bonds have same nature, same bond length. And here the bond length is oxygen bond length is 1.28 angstroms. not 1.48, not 1.21, because the single bond changes to pi bond, double bond, and this double bond changes to a single bond. So actually here, the double bond length 1.21, but changes to single bond. That means your bond length should increases. Now single bond changes to double bond. So that means here the bond length should decrease. So here 1.48, less than 1.48 and more than 1.21 angstrom for both oxygen bonds. So finally that oxygen bond length is 1.28 angstrom. So it is a resonance hybrid actually. It is the average of these structures, these possible structures. Okay, that means these are the possible on the paper or on the board only, but not real structures. Generally we are writing the structure, but it is not a real structure because two oxygen bonds are equal. That property is not explained by these structures. That property is explained by the average structure of these two. That is called as a resonance hybrid or that is the average structure. Okay. Now here this resonance structure and canonical structure. Canonical means here the basic simple structure. These structures are also called as contributing structures. Contributing structures. Because here the contribution of these two resonance hybrid will be formed. Okay, contribution of these two, then we will get the resonance hybrid. That means here resonance hybrid is a contribution of these two resonant structures. Okay, and that's it. Next, in this case here, these two resonant structures contribute equally to the resonance hybrid. Equal contribution of these two. Okay, that is the important point. Equal contribution of these two, that is the resonance hybrid. Okay. Yeah, it is a equal contribution of both resonating structures. Okay, both resonating structures. Very important point. Now here in this case, this is the -1 charge. Here there is no charge, and -1 charge on the first oxygen atom, third oxygen atom. +1 charge is localized, that is fixed on the second oxygen atom, but -1 charge is delocalized on the first oxygen atom and the third oxygen atom. That means that 1 unit negative charge is dispersed on the 2 oxygen atoms, that is shared by the 2 oxygen atoms. So minus of here minus of. So it is a real structure that could explain the properties, that is the oxygen bonds are equal in O3 molecule. Okay, that's it. And bond length is 1.28 angstrom. Now here in this case, as a result of the resonance, that means here, so finally we can say in this case, delocalization of the electrons. Okay, so means here the pi electrons between 2 and 3 oxygen atoms, pi electrons between 1 and 2 oxygen atoms. So delocalization of the pi electrons is a resonance. Okay, so on initially we can say the phenomena of the possibility of more than one Lewis structure for any molecule or ion is called as a resonance. Those structures are possible by the delocalization of the pi electrons. Okay, so I am repeating again. The phenomena of the possibility of more than one Lewis structure is called as a resonance. Okay, those structures are possible by delocalization of the pi electrons. So here we can say finally resonance is a delocalization. Resonance is a delocalization of pi electrons. Delocalization of pi electrons is known as a resonance. Okay, that is final. Now here, see in this case, because of this delocalization, here bond order changes. Bond order changes. Bond order equals to, you see this one, number of bonds on central atom by number of resonant structures, or we can write number of bonding atoms. Number of bonding atoms. That means here number of surrounding atoms. Because here by the delocalization of electrons, here bond order changes. Single bond changes to 2. That means here bond order for this bond is 1. For this one 2. That means changes. So, but here in this case there is a partial double bond. It's not a complete single bond, it's not a complete double bond. So bond order in between 1 and 2. So here in this case number of bonds on central atom 3 and number of resonant structures or number of surrounding atoms 2. So 3 by 2, that equals to 1.5. In O3 molecule, bond order is 1.5. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So this resonance theory, let us apply for one more inorganic molecule like NO3 minus. You see this one, N double bond O, here O minus, this one minus, here plus 1. Okay, here we can write the structure like this, double bond O, here O minus. This one, minus 1, here minus 1. Here plus 1, here plus 1. So in this case, first oxygen atom, second oxygen atom, third oxygen atom. The position of the pi electron is different. Okay, position of the pi electron is different. And here position of the negative charge also different, we can say. Okay. So in this case, negative charge on the first oxygen atom, here no negative charge on the first oxygen atom. Again, there is a negative charge on the first oxygen atom. Okay. That means that negative charge also delocalized. Nothing but non-bonding electrons. Okay. And here pi electrons are delocalized. Okay. Generally, that's why we are saying that resonance is the delocalization of the pi and non-bonding electrons. Okay. But here in this case, these non-bonding electrons also involved in forming bonding. Okay. That's why the most suitable definition for the resonance is the delocalization of the pi electron. That is. So these are the three possible structures, but here none of these explain the equal bond length of the nitrogen oxide. That is explained by the average structure, that is resonance hybrid. Okay, that is explained by the resonance hybrid. That's it. Now here plus 1 charge on the nitrogen. You see in this case minus 1 on the oxygen, minus 1 on the oxygen. So that is totally negative charge is minus 2. That minus 2 charge is delocalized on the 3 oxygen atoms. So in a average structure, minus 2 by 3, here minus 2 by 3. That is a resonance hybrid. In this case, we can see all bonds are equal. Okay, all bonds are equal. So of course, here bond angles are so different. Here single bond, the bond angle between the single bond is lower than the bond angle between the double bond and single bond, because double bond occupy more space. So here the bond angle beta must be higher than the alpha by seeing this structure, but it's not a real structure. And here bond angles are equal. You see this case, the same nature, your same nature, your same nature, all bonds are the same. Alpha, beta, okay, alpha equals to beta in this case. That is also explained by the resonance hybrid, that is a real structure. Okay. Now here in this case, nitrogen oxygen bond order equals to number of bonds 4 and the number of resonance structures 3 or number of surrounding atoms 3. So 4 by 3, that equals to 1.33. Okay, 1.33. Okay. And next here, you write yourself for the CO3 minus 2 and PO4 minus 3 and SO4 minus 2 and ClO4 minus, and next we can write for the this one, yeah, N2O, and we can write for the SCN minus, okay, SCN minus. So write the resonance structures for these inorganic molecules and calculate the, that means bond order for the carbon oxygen bond order, phosphorus oxygen bond order, and sulfur oxygen bond order, here chlorine oxygen bond order. Okay, I am giving also ClO3 minus also. Okay, ClO3 minus. Okay, so it is a NCERT exemplary problem. So what is the bond order and formal charge on the each oxygen atom in a resonance hybrid? Here in a resonance hybrid, formal charge is minus 2 by 3, minus 2 by 3, minus 2 by 3. Okay, but in this structure, in this resonance structure, formal charge minus 1, formal charge minus 1. Here formal charge is 0. Okay. Might be studied formal charge, about the formal charge in a chemical bonding. Now here, let us coming to the organic molecules. Okay. So before discussion of the organic molecules, here in this case, what are the conditions for the resonance? Okay. That means here, for the delocalization of the pi electrons, what is the condition? So let us write the conditions. Conditions for resonance. Conditions for the resonance. You see in this case, molecule or ion must be planar. Must be planar. Molecular ion must be planar. And next, the second one, it must be conjugated system. It must be conjugated system. Okay? It must be conjugated system. Here, what is a conjugated system? It is a proper connection. It is a proper connection. What is this proper connection actually? Okay, what is this conjugated system? Okay, there are the different types of conjugation systems. There are the 6 types of conjugation systems. In the 6 type of conjugation systems, we can see the delocalization of the electrons. Okay, and next here, the one more important point, while writing the resonance structure, the position of the pi electrons will be different, but not position of the atoms. Okay, it's a very important point. You see in this case, pi electrons between nitrogen and second oxygen, here pi electrons between nitrogen and first oxygen, here pi electrons between nitrogen and third oxygen. There is no change in position of the atom, but there is a change in position of the pi electrons. Okay, so now here let us discuss what are the different types of the conjugate systems. Okay, let us discuss. Yeah, so it's a very important concept of the resonance. So types of conjugation. Types of conjugation. The first one is a pi-pi conjugation. Pi-pi conjugation. Okay. And next pi positive charge, pi negative charge, pi single electron, lone pair positive charge, pi lone pair conjugation. Okay. So like that here different types of conjugations are there. So let us discuss with this pi-pi conjugation. Okay, this pi-pi conjugation. You see in this case, that means here 2 pi bonds are alternatively connected. 2 pi bonds are alternatively connected. So in this case, you know the example, that is benzene. You see here, these two are the possible resonance structures. The first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and fifth, sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? You see in this case, the pi bond position, the pi bond is nothing between 1 and 2 carbons. But in this structure, there is a pi bond between 1 and 2 structures. Okay, there is a pi bond between 1 and 2 structures. Now here in this case, these structures could not explain the property. What is the property? All carbon-carbon bonds are equal. All carbon-carbon bonds are equal. So by seeing this structure, this carbon-carbon bond length 1.54 angstrom single bond and carbon-carbon double bond length 1.34 angstrom. Okay, they are the resonating structures or contributing structures or canonical structures. The common structure of these structures could explain the similar nature of the bond. So resonance hybrid. Resonance hybrid. So carbon-carbon bond length is 1.39 angstroms, almost 1.39 angstroms. Okay. So of course, but the benzene mostly resonance string structure also could be explained by the Dirac structure. There are some contributions from the Dirac structures, but I am not writing those structures. So here in this case, this calculate structures are only. So here these pi electrons are always delocalized. So this molecule is a planar molecule, and if you see this one, these p orbitals are parallel. So p orbital, p orbital. Pi bonds are formed by the pure p orbitals. Now here pi bond, this pi bond, this pi bond. Okay. So all these p orbitals are parallel each other. So there is a continuous delocalization of the pi electron. That means it is a ring actually. So here there is a pi electron density above the ring, and below the ring there is a pi electron density. Okay. So here in this case, here by the delocalization of pi electrons, the molecule get a uniformity in electron density. The molecule get a uniformity in electron density. Okay. And of course in O3 molecule also, overall molecule electron density is same. That means here These electrons are delocalized always. These electrons are delocalized always. That's why here the molecule get the uniformity in electron density. The molecule get the uniformity in electron density. Okay. Of course, in a NO3 molecule also, like this. Okay, p orbital, this p orbital, this p orbital, p orbital. Yeah, like this here. Always this electron density delocalized. Electron density delocalized from one position to other position. Okay. So as a result of this delocalization, the molecule get the uniformity in electron density. Then just pi electron density, overall the molecule same. Okay. Now in this case, benzene also pi electron density, overall the molecule is same. Okay. So note that point. Because of the resonance, because of the delocalization of pi electrons, the molecule get the uniformity in electron density. Okay. So next here, first suppose I am writing for the 1,3-butadiene. 1,3-butadiene. Here in this case, these p orbitals are also parallel. Okay, p orbitals are the parallel. Just see this one. Now here there is a delocalization. There is a delocalization of the pi electrons. That's it. Now in this case here, generally we are saying that molecule must be planar. Okay. The most important condition is the p orbitals must be parallel. P orbitals must be parallel. Okay. Here p orbitals must be, here also p orbitals parallel. So there is a delocalization of the electron. Now here, let us write the structure, resonant structure. CH bond CH. This is the one structure, possible structure. Now here in this case we see by shifting pi electrons to this carbon, CH to bond CH, bond CH. Here CH to negative, here positive. Now here by shifting pi electrons to this carbon. So again this carbon carries a negative charge, here positive charge. But here negative positive adjacent each other, so pi bond will be formed. It is also one of the possible restructure. So total number of electrons same. Here pi electrons 2, here pi electrons 2, that means here 4. Here in this case pi electrons 2, here negative charge means 3 electrons, so 4 electrons. So next here, the one more structure we can write. That means here, shifting of the electrons in any direction, either right side or left side. Negative charge, here positive. That means here this pi electrons shifting to this carbon and then to this carbon. So all these three are the resonance structures. All these are the three resonance structures. Now here, what is the resonance hybrid of this one? So here common structure of this structure is a resonance hybrid. You see, this is the resonance hybrid. Okay? Resonance hybrid. But in this case, it is a more stable resonance structure. More stable resonance structure. But in O3 molecule, NO3 minus molecule, in benzene molecule, these are the equally stable resonance structures. That means if these two structures have the same energy. Okay? These two structures have the same energy. So the same energy structures contributes equally to the resonance hybrid. Okay? The same energy resonance structures contribute equally to the resonance hybrid. That means it is an equal contribution of these two structures. Now in this case, this resonance hybrid is not an equal contribution of all these three resonance structures. Okay? It is the resonance hybrid is more contribution of this structure. Okay? That means this more stable resonance structure contributes more to the resonance hybrid. For suppose nearly 80% contribution. Okay? Nearly 80% contribution to resonance hybrid. Now here 10%, here 10%, very least percent. Why these are resonance structures less stable? Because these are the charge separated. There is a negative charge, there is a positive charge. Negative charge, positive charge. These are the charge separated. So these structures are the less stable. But this structure is a neutral structure, more stable. So we can finalize the one point. Among the possible resonance structure, the neutral resonance structure is more stable, or the resonance structure which has a more number of bonds is more stable. Here in this case here, 2 pi bonds are there, but here only 1 pi bond. Here more number of covalent bonds, more stable. Okay, they are the less stable resonance structures. Okay. less stable resonating structure. So less contribution. Less contribution. That means here the resonance hybrid resemble more with this more stable structure. Okay, these are not equally stable. So here you can say it is not equal contribution. Very important point. It's not equal contribution of three resonating structures. Three resonating structures. And the point is carbon-carbon bonds are not equal. Carbon-carbon bonds are not equal. Okay? Because this one resembles more. Here the point is, see this one. A CH2 double bond CH double bond CH2. A first one, second one, third one, fourth one. Now here the C2C3 bond length. Okay, CH3 comparison. A single bond length, here single bond length in ethane. Okay, C2C3 ethane single bond length higher than the single bond, because the single bond very slightly getting the negative, that means double bond nature. Because of this 20% of structures, this C2C3 gaining some very little percentage of the double bond. Okay, now here the bond length of C1, C2. Okay, C1, C2, C3, C4 equal. Okay, C1, C2 and C2, C3. The C2, C3 is the larger, because this one has a more double bond nature, because it is a more stable resonance structure. And next here, see this one, bond length C2, C3 and C double bond C in ethene this one. Let us take ethene molecule. Okay, so it is a complete double bond, but it gains some partial double bond character. So this is a larger bond. Okay, C2, C3. And next here, another important point, bond length C1 and C2 in this molecule and ethene double bond. Ethene. So it is a double bond, C1, C2 double bond, which one has a higher bond length in this case. This double bond slightly changes to single bond. Okay, single bond. So that means the bond length increases. So C1, C2 higher than the double bond length. Okay, yeah. So that is a 1,3-butadiene. Okay. Yeah. So here in benzene, 6 pi electrons are delocalized. 6 pi electrons are delocalized. In 1,3-butadiene, 4 pi electrons are delocalized. Okay, here 2 pi, 4 pi electrons are delocalized. Now you see this one. In this acyclic structure, 6 pi electrons are delocalized. Okay, very important point here I want to say. If there is a more delocalization of the pi electrons, if there is a more delocalization, if there is a more delocalization of pi electrons, more stable structure. Okay, more stable structure. That means, for suppose, see, so the important point, resonance is a stabilizing factor. Resonance is a stabilizing factor. Very important point. Resonance is a stabilizing factor. If any molecule is involved in a resonance, that is more stable actually. Okay, that molecule is more stable. Okay, resonance is a stabilizing factor. And because of the resonance, the pi electron density get uniformity. Okay, overall the molecule. That is also important point. Next, see this one. So here, stability, if you compare the stability, okay, 1,3-butadiene and this one. Okay, this is the most stable because 6 pi electrons are delocalized. Okay, 6 pi electrons are delocalized. Here 4 pi electrons, here 6 pi electrons. And next here, the one more important point, here benzene 6 pi electrons are delocalized. Here 2 pi, 2 pi. Here 2 pi bonds, that means here 4 pi electrons are delocalized, 6 pi electrons are delocalized. That is most. Okay, initially. Okay. Next you see this one, pi bond. Here no pi conjugation, because in this case this is a sp3 carbon. sp3 carbon. There is no proper connection between these two pi bonds. If there is a proper connection between those two pi bonds, then delocalization will be happen. But here in this case, no delocalization. Now here you can see pi bond, this pi bond, no delocalization. But you can see here pi bond, single bond, pi bond, these are alternatively connected. There is a proper conjugation. So there is a pi conjugation, we can say. Here delocalization of the electrons. And next you see this pi bond, here, this pi. Okay. So totally here 3 pi bonds are there. In this molecule 6 pi electrons are there. 2 pi. But these 4 pi electrons are delocalized. These 4 pi electrons are delocalized. Now here these 2 pi electrons are localized electrons. So they are not delocalized. Localized means fixed between those two carbon atoms. Okay. But these pi electrons are not fixed between these two carbons. Okay. Moving like this. Okay, that is nothing but resonance. So here in this case, is example for the pi conjugation. Okay, pi conjugation. Next one more example, CH, C, there are H double bond O. Okay, this is acrolein. This is a acrolein molecule. So in this case, oxygen more alcoholic to oxygen more alcoholic. So electrons are moving towards oxygen. So then here electrons moving towards this carbon. So this carbon carries a negative positive charge, this oxygen carries a negative charge. So CH2 bond CH, this one minus charge. Carbon gaining positive charge, this carbon gaining negative charge. So here we can write the pi bond, and this one carries a positive charge. Okay, these two are the resonance structures. But which is the most stable resonance structure? This is the most stable, because this one has a more number of covalent bonds. This is charge separated resonance structure. Okay, it is the most stable resonance structure. And this is the acrolein. Okay, this is the acrolein. Now here in a previous question on the acrolein, what is the polar form of this acrolein actually? What is the polar form of this acrolein? You see in this case, by shifting of electrons, you see CH2 bond CH, oxygen. This one carries a negative charge. Here this one carries a positive charge. You are gaining electrons, so negative charge. This one losing electrons, so positive charge. So it is the polar form of the acrolein. Okay, polar form of acrolein. Okay, so all these are the examples for the pi conjugation. Okay, all are the examples for pi conjugation. Next, we will discuss some more examples. Okay, first write down this one. Yeah. Next, see naphthalene. This naphthalene has a 3 resonator structure. Naphthalene has 3 resonator structures. 5 bonds, 5 bond, 5 bonds, 5 bond, 5 bond. Okay, and one more structure is, okay, see here in this case. There are 3 resonance structures for the naphthalene. So for benzene 2 resonance structures, for naphthalene 3 resonance structures. In benzene all carbon-carbon bonds are equal, but in naphthalene carbon-carbon bonds are not equal. There are 2 types of bonds. There are 2 types of bonds. Okay, see in this case, first one, here second one, here third one, here fourth one. Here bond length, let us compare C1, C2 and C2, C3. C2, C3. Here double bond, single bond. 2 times double bond and 1 single bond. Here single bond, here double bond. That means 2 times single bond, 1 double bond. That means here C2, C3 is larger. C2, C3 is larger than the C1, C2. There are 2 types of bonds in a naphthalene molecule. And next here, like this, okay, like this delocalization of the pi electrons, we can get the 3 resonance structures. Okay, 3 resonance structures. Okay, for the naphthalene. Now here, for anthracene, 4 resonance structures. For phenanthrene, we have 5 resonance structures. Okay, this one is anthracene. This is phenanthrene. Five resonating structures. For phenanthrene, 5 resonating structures. Okay. So you write the resonance structures and compare the bonds. Here in this case, there are 3 types of bonds. 3 types of bonds. Okay, resonance structures of these compounds, and comparison of the bond length, carbon-carbon bond length. You can see the one video already I have done that on the resonance structures of the naphthalene, anthracene, pyrene, and phenanthracene. Okay, I share the link in the description. You can see the video also. Okay. So that is about the pi-pi conjugation. Okay. Yeah. In next class we will discuss about the remaining types of conjugation. Thank you.